Good morning, South Texas. It's Monday, the start to a new week. Now, I know it's fall, South Texas, but we're still feeling warm today. And actually, we have some rain chances already into play if you haven't already seen the rain for yourself last night or the start of this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and touch on that here. So certainly today to go ahead and make sure that umbrella is on standby today. So let's go ahead and see. So right now, here's our Lex Cam showing, as you can see, cloudy conditions. You see some of those rain isolated showers moving in across the water. But overall, it's pretty cloudy and gloomy today, South Texas. Temperature right now is at 78 degrees in Corpus Christi. Feels like it's a little bit warmer than that at 81. Dew point is also at the humid levels as well. So it's a pretty muggy and warm start to our week. Winds are pretty light, east, southeast, moving 9 miles per hour. But this won't be the case all day. Going to touch on that in just a moment. Right now, here's a live look at where the rain just came from and where it's headed. So you notice some areas just south of Refugio are seeing anywhere from light to a little bit more of those moderate and heavier showers. So certainly take it a little bit easier if you're in that area. Even some of those located south of Freer are seeing some more spotty showers as well. Once again, this is going to be kind of an on and off thing for our morning hours, just kind of before lunchtime. So just take it a little bit easy if you are planning on leaving now or within that time. We notice cloud coverage also remaining pretty consistent up until lunchtime as well. But pretty much after that, as you're getting off of work or picking the kids up from school, start to fizzle out. A little bit of sunny, partly sunny conditions start to creep in as we head out into our sunset. But overall, it's going to be a rainy, isolated, gloomy day for us here in South Texas. Nothing new for us. We noticed pretty much quiet overnight into our Monday night, heading into Tuesday morning, where pretty much the same repeat is what we're expecting. A few isolated spotty showers to start the morning off there for your Tuesday commute. Now, rain chances aren't just possible today, South Texas. Kind of be prepared for this to be a week-long event. We notice Tuesday, once again, isolated, more moisture is in the atmosphere, and even Wednesday it starts to pick up just a little bit more, so kind of more isolated to widely scattered. Now Thursday, more moisture. We're seeing this is going to be probably the wettest day of the week, probably Thursday afternoon. We're expecting more of those showers start to move into play. Pretty much the same repeat for Friday. So all week long, make sure you have your rain jackets or umbrellas. Maybe it's not the good week to have a lot of outdoor activities, or if you can kind of squeeze those in between the breaks of rain that we'll have. But by Saturday, expecting to dry back up, have more drier atmosphere, moisture, especially, heading into the holiday weekend or holiday itself for Halloween. So if you have any plans this weekend, doing some last minute shopping, maybe the weekend is best to do so if you're not looking to get out in the rain, will dry up by then. And majority of this rain and moisture and winds is coming from the Pacific. So if you can see just south of here, we have those onshore floors coming from, that was Hurricane Norma, which is now a depression now, so it's decreased since yesterday. That's bringing us more moisture, rain, wind speeds, cloud coverage, as well as some moisture and onshore flow from the Gulf, as we can see just south. So kind of two different plays, two different factors going into effect for that. But overall, wind speeds and wind gusts are on the rise for us today. Sustained winds expected to reach about 20 miles per hour for us, pretty much remaining consistent, maybe dropping to about 15 miles per hour by midnight. Wind gusts are also on the rise, 30 miles per hour. It's going to be a breezy day, South Texas. So if you're like me and you can certainly, appreciate a little bit more winds, today's the day. Maybe just sit on the patio if you have a covered area to kind of protect you from the rain on today. Overall, with the wind speeds being increased, gusts increased, that's why we do have a small craft advisory into effect, starting at 12, lasting at 9 p.m. So overall, if you're planning on hitting the water, that's what you can expect out there. So if you are hitting the water, of course, practice water safety. Just be prepared for a little bit more slightly choppy on the bays out there for you. And speaking of tropics, we're going to go ahead and touch on what we're looking like. So as far as the Pacific, normally, we typically don't focus on the Pacific, but because we have moisture and increased winds and cloud coverage kind of pulling and drawing it in. That's why we're focused on that, just watching that. Post-tropical Norma has wind speeds at 35 miles per hour, whereas Tropical Storm Otis has those wind speeds at 45 miles per hour. Either way, pretty low, but that's the direction. That's why it's affecting us. There's also that 60% chance just south of the Gulf of Mexico that we're taking a look at, as well as Hurricane Tammy, that's going to continue to ride along the East Coast, that has wind speeds of 80 miles per hour right now. So once again, marine forecast, maybe not the best day to hit the water. There is isolated showers out there for you with water temperature in the upper 70s. Waves not as high, about 2 feet, but as we head into tonight, heading into tomorrow, that's when we'll notice waves will increase. So expecting that low rip current risk to jump to moderate either by tonight or heading into tomorrow morning if you have any water plans in effect. Once again, beach cast forecast does include those sustained winds southeast 18 miles per hour by 4 p.m. out there. Of course, temperatures are going to be a little bit lower on the water, so low 80s if you are looking, for someone to kind of keep it a little bit cooler than what we're seeing here inland. As far as your day planner, if you're heading out or deciding, when's maybe the best time for me to do a certain activity, if you kind of, have flexible plans. The morning, maybe not the best idea. That's when we're kind of seeing more of those isolated showers go into play. The warmest time of day is going to be around 2 to 4 p.m. We'll see afternoon high temperatures in the upper 80s. Feels like temperatures in the mid 90s, so still warm South Texas. I know it's the end of October, it's almost Halloween, but certainly are not in one of the areas where we're going to see any snow or anything like that anytime soon. But overall, partly sunny conditions are expected to try to make their way come just before sunset, so try to get a little bit of that sun into effect before the end of the day. Once again, it's going to be pretty much windy, rainy, cloudy today, so just depending upon whenever you're looking for your best time to get out, just kind of stay updated for that. As far as your 7-day forecast, pretty much the repeat with temperatures remaining well above the average high for this time of year. Expecting tomorrow a high temperature of 89 degrees to be our warmest temperature of the day, but across the board, as you can see, we're expecting upper 80s each day, lows around the mid to lower 70s for us. And with the cloud coverage, coming from the Pacific, coming from the Gulf, we have increased winds each day going into effect. But overall, expecting to be back to our mostly sunny conditions by this weekend. So if you're like me, preparing for any Halloween activities or any birthdays, things like that, expecting to dry back up. But overall, what you're going to take for this week, you can expect most rain expected on Thursday. So make sure, if that's the day when you have something to do, just be prepared for that. Certainly going to give you a more thorough forecast on that rain in the days to come as we get closer to Thursday. Windy conditions are still expected all week, so certainly secure any outdoor patio or things you may have that may, be loosely thrown away. And then once again, mostly sunny conditions return to us by the weekend, preparing you for Halloween in the coastal bends overall. Make sure you're staying safe out there in the rain if you are caught by those little light to moderate showers. Not expecting any major downpours or flooding or anything like that. But once again, make sure you're staying safe and stay updated. Also follow us on our app and online, where I'm going to go ahead and update our webcast to post a more thorough forecast if you still want to know a little bit more information as far as the tropics or just the rest of your full forecast here in the coastal bend. Thank you.